Hi, Lori. Hi, Judy. Hi, Carolyn. Everybody's jumping in now. Hi, 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 everybody. Just giving everybody a second to catch up with me. It's interesting to see how long it takes once I go live, how long it takes for everybody to catch up with me. So, welcome, everybody, tonight. See my sunshiny summer flower feeling kind of thing that we got going on here tonight. Thanks for welcome. Thanks for welcome and thanks for joining me. Well, it's been a bit of a week already. Can't get my words out tonight. And so, how's everybody doing tonight? Have you had a good week so far? Hi, Kathleen. We're already to the middle of the week. Yay! Boy, I'm gonna be glad when this week's over. I don't know why it feels like this week is I need this week to be over for some reason. It's just busy. It's busy, busy, busy. Been doing a lot of marking. Right in the middle. It's week 6 in our 15-week cycle. I've got bunch of students with assignments in, and week 8 is the week off in between, so we're getting towards that. So it'd be nice to have a bit of a week off, but I've always got lots of marking I have to do that week. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. It's nice to see some sunshine today. Kind of goes with the theme I've got going on tonight. So let me show you what I got tonight. I have created this little wonderful book. I have to say Heather created the most wonderful bauble charms to go on the front. Hey, Michelle. Beautiful charm that she made for the cover of this little book. Oh, going to Nova Scotia. When are you heading out there, Carolyn? Been a long time since I've actually been out to Nova Scotia. That's a great summer little holiday to get away. Perfect time of year to go. Do you have family out there, Carolyn? So I am Tuesday. Oh, nice. Good time to go then. I hope you have great weather and safe travels. So I created this little book. Hey, Gay. Welcome, welcome. And I've actually created it as, nope, no family. Oh, that's kind of nice too. Just go and have a nice journey. My mom was originally from New Brunswick, so I used to spend as a child every summer we would be out there for a couple of weeks visiting my grandparents out in St. Stephen, New Brunswick. So know the East Coast pretty well. I created this little sunshiny album, and I've actually created it as a little sunny journal, inspirational journal, but it could also be a little photo album. It's really whatever your heart desires it to be, quite frankly. So I'll show you how I've done it. And the collection for the inspiration for it is the new Cartabella Sunflower Summer. I kept getting it backwards, so I just want to make sure I got it right, which is a bright, sunshiny summer. So the papers are all in the store. And I used the Bragg books from Photoplay. So they're really simple. Doing them from scratch and an accessories pack. And I'll show you how I put it all together. But this is what the finished product looks like. Just a little, quick little, and I did it in black because it just matched the paper so well. Really, and so there was a little kit in the store, but I think they're all gone. There was some when I was there, and there were many, but not many left. And I used some Nouveau drops on it as well. There's a couple different ways that I could have closed this, and I might do a different one tonight because there is a little band. But I did choose to do it with, this is just seam binding tape that I had. So let me show you how it looks inside. There's a little pocket on the inside, and there's a pocket on the back flap as well. And there's some, so this is one of the tags from the accessory pack. And this is a tag from the accessory pack as well. This is a double fold open tag. So there's 2 pockets, one on a inside and outside. And then there's little pockets. So as I said, I made this as kind of, because these were from the little journal cards, and I used it as more of and inspirational. But you could turn these into pockets. And I've just left it with no photos or anything right now. There's a little pocket here. There were just so many great little sayings that I've just done it this way. There's a pocket here. There's another tag here, and there's a pocket here. And then there's a fold up flap here. Advice from a sunflower: be bright, sunny, and positive. Spread seeds of happiness. Keep your face to the sunshine. Rise, shine, and hold your head high. Keep on growing. Oh, can you guys see that? So that one opens up and then folds down. So there's a little pocket tag there. That's a fold open one. And I'll show you how I did that. As well as with the sunflower one. And then this opens like that. And then there's a little mini waterfall here. This came from the accessory pack. I didn't put anything on the back. I could. I chose not to this time. And then, so it's a really simple little album. Places that I put these little sayings could absolutely hold photos. You could turn all of these into little pockets as well. So all of these could actually hold photos, whatever you want. So I'm just going to show you how I put this all together really, really quickly. And then you can, oh, I just love this little charm. It's such a gorgeous little charm. So this was the paper. So this is the big sunflowers, little busy bees, smaller flowers, plaid, little chickens, basket of sunflowers, and then there's a sticker sheet as well. So those were all the papers. This is the accessory pack that I used. And it's funny because when I'm working in the store, these are across from me from the counter all the time. So I'm constantly looking at all of these. And thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to use some of these this time. So out of this package, in this package comes a customizable pocket, tags that you can decorate however you want, folded tags. So this was how I did the folded tags, waterfall, and a flap. So I'm going to pull out of here the 3 pieces that I used for the waterfall. And I will show you, so where are these are what I used for the tags. And then I did die cut. So these are just pieces that came, and you can make them into tags however you want. And I actually die cut them into tags using a die cut. So that's just what I do with that. So that was from the accessories pack. Using the brag book. The instructions in here, if you've not used one of these before, are fabulous. I just followed the instructions to put this together. And I'll show you how I did that. And we'll do it together right now. So you can see what I did. They're on, so one sheet here, and a sheet here. So it's steps, just following them along. So step 1 is so there's a number of different pieces here, and you just have to find the right pieces. So I am going to find the cover piece, just this great big long one. The other piece is up here. So the great big long one looks like this. Hey, Heather! So I am going to take the long piece with the 2 sets of score marks. I'm going to lay it open, fold up on all the score lines. That's what I'm going to do first. That's my finisher. So I'm going to fold on all the score lines. Just going to do that. That one's done. This one. Do this one. Empty boxes into my craft room. Oh my God, really? So that I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, Heather, I will show. Hello, Nicole. Let me show you guys and just come in. So this was the finished piece that I did. There's the beautiful charm that I did on there. Heather is absolutely gorgeous. Anyone wants some stuff? There's the spine. There's the back cover. I love this charm, Heather. It is just gorgeous. So there's the inside pocket. There's a tag there. Open it up. Oh, let me put it down so you can see. Tag there. Open it up. Flip through. There's a pocket there. There's a pocket here with a tag. Opens this way. Fold up there. Open here. There's a series of little waterfalls right in here. So that's what I'm creating tonight. Let me set that to the side. So fold this up, set it to the side. So now I'm going to grab the piece that is the spine. It's funny, we've all been making, it is so cute. Oh, I love the charm, Heather. It is just beautiful. It is a cute little, and I was saying, Heather, that I created kind of a motivational little book, is the way that I kind of looked at it. So I'm taking, this is the spine. So if you look at it here, you can see how it's all scored with all the spine to make the hinges. So, and it's really detailed here in the instructions on how to do it. You just have to follow the instructions. So it says, locate this piece. It's going to become the hinge. You lay it up on your work surface with the bumpy side up. So I've got the bumpy side up. Starting to the right of this first score mark, you're going to apply tape. So what I did, and it shows you actually in the picture, and I first went in here, and I went, okay, so now I'm going to, so it's not that one, it's not, and you kind of have to, it's hard with the dark. So I'm going to put a piece of tape here, and then not there, a piece of tape here, not there, piece of tape there. So the pieces of tapes are going to go there. And then I'm using, this is 1/4 inch score tape that I am lined up. Let me just double check. Yep, not there, right there, not there, right there, not there, not there. You got to make sure it's in the right spot. Laying it down. Ah, true. We talked about that a little while ago, Heather. That's exactly what it could be. It's just a nice little size. All right, so I've got those in place. I'm going to leave the release paper on. I'm going to turn it over. So I'm going to fold on this center score mark between the between each half-inch section to form a peak, similar to an upside. So I'm going to fold in on up, down. So I'm going to fold in on, so fold up on the center score mark between each half-inch section to form a peak. So I always have to read that again to me. So there's a center, so I'm folding it in there. And then I'm folding it in there. And then I'm folding it in there. Okay. Fold each peak away from you, then toward you to relax it, they said. So you're doing it both ways. Okay. Turn the paper over and you take off transfer paper. And now you go one by one and you put the peaks together. And I'm creating the hinges. Hey, Linda. Okay, so there is my hinge. So there are the 3 hinges for some folding on the other lines. Now, there are the 3 hinges for the book. And the other peaks and valleys in place. There we go. There's 3 little peaks and valleys. There we go. All together. One doesn't want to. All right. Okay. So now, I'm now going to take and put tape all the way around on each of these sections here. Oh, sorry. Okay, Marcia. If you actually have the instructions will show you exactly how to go over it as well. Okay? So when you look at the piece, it's really hard to see on the black for sure. Okay? So you've got when you look at the piece, it is really hard to see in the black. I've now taped it, so it's really hard to see. Hey, Yvonne, when it was open, so you put the tape down, and what you're doing is you were putting together these peaks. Okay, so there were, when you looked at the instructions, you had 2 wide pieces, Marcia, and there was a piece of adhesive tape on one piece of the wide section. And then what you're doing is you're folding it over and you're bringing that wide piece, it's really hard to see with the black, you're bringing the wide piece together. I'm trying to see if I can show it to you somehow here. It's really difficult to see with the black. Let me get it back over here into the light. Can you, oh my gosh, can you see it there? So when you look at the back, so that's it all together now. Okay, if I pull this, can I pull this apart? Here. Can you see where the tape was? Yeah, it's a valley and a mountain. And you're using your fingers to pinch it together. So in between there, here, I'm going to pull one apart here. So that's what it was like. There was a piece of tape down there on the one side. You put it down on the one side, and then you're pinching the 2 together on the other side. And it creates the mountain peak. It is really hard to see on the black. The directions in here are really easy to follow. The picture here, so you follow the directions in here. So you've got your mountain peak, your mountain peak, your mountain peak, okay? And then you're pinching those together. Because you've got a piece of adhesive on one side of that peak, and you pinch it together. You're going to pinch it together, pinch it together, pinch it together. Does that help? I should have thought to bring a white one home so that I could show how to do that a little bit easier. I didn't think about that. It is hard to show the white one. Or it is hard to show the black on camera. Sorry about that. So now I will say the instructions with this whole thing are really good. They're really easy to follow. On both sides, I'm going to take and put down here adhesive tape. Wow, I really banged this up. Not a problem, Marcia. Actually, you know what? This was my first time actually using this style. So it is, it's for everybody. There's always something new. But it is, getting the hang of the peaks and valleys thing is always a little difficult. There's no doubt about that. It's kind of like, what are you talking about? Peaks and valleys. I don't understand what you're talking about. You may, Marcia, want to take a piece of paper and try it on that first before you actually do this. And then watch the video again afterwards. And complete, so that you're not necessarily doing it like making this along with me right now, because you can watch the video again. Okay, so I'm taking all of that off. Then what I'm doing is I'm taking the cover. I'm going to put some tape. There's one of the spines on here. This is wider than this one. All right. So I'm going to put some tape. So this is the front one, and I'm going to put some tape on here. And I think I actually just used a bit wider tape when I did that. So this tape that I put in there is 5/16. I didn't have anything wider than that. And I'm leaving a little bit of space between the top and the bottom. I'm going to take the paper off, the release paper. I'm now going to take this hinged piece. Took the release paper off this side, and I'm going to center it over the adhesive spine, and I'm going to line up this spine with the panel on the folds. And I'm centering it. And then I'm doing the same on the other side. And that puts my spine in place there. Okay. Okay. That's finished with the first set of instructions. So now there are 3 sheets that are 10 by 5. And each of them have got a score mark in the middle. So you can see that there's a score mark in the middle. I'm going to fold them in half and burnish them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them each up, and I'm going to take and put a strip of tape down each side. And then across the bottom of the right hand side. So I'm going to do that on each one of those. That one. These become our pages. Here. So, and one more side. Okay. Okay, I've got all that on there. Now, so you're going to move the pocket, you're going to build the pocket pages from the back to the front. So we've got our centerpiece here. So but the left edge of one of the pages against the right edge of the line, ensuring you're aligned with the top and bottom. So you're going to remove the release paper from the adhesive on the left and fold the edge of the hinge down to secure it. So I'm putting this right up against like that, and I'm going to put the hinge right down on it. And I'm sticking it in place. Okay. Then I'm going to take, so that's now on there. That's in place. I'm now going to take the adhesive off from here and from here. And slowly fold the right side of the panel towards the left, making sure the bottom parts are lining up. Press to secure along the bottom and over the hinge so the hinge is sandwiched between the two. So you're bringing it in, you're making sure everything lines up across the bottom, and you bring it across. And that's your first page, all done. Okay, so now we have our first page in the little booklet. And you do the same thing with each of the two more hinges. So we're going to do this one here. There. The pages and the hinges feel stiff at first, and the more that you play with them, the more worked in they get. As you can see, I'm just throwing my paper away. I'm just pulling things off and throwing them. Okay, so now I'm folding this down. I'm making sure it aligns across the bottom, pulling it across, and sticking it all down and in place. You want to make it go in from the side in, because you don't want to have to try and realign it. And then the last one. So again, pulling this off, butting it up against the edge here, folding that down, putting that in place, and then I'm going to come back out here. My craft room is always such a mess after I do my lives. And then I'm going to fold it down and across. Making sure it's lining up and in. So there's my 3 pages. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So there's all 3 pages in. So now I'm going to find this sheet that has a score there and a score there. And I'm going to put tape on this because this is going to become a folding edge page. So, the 1/2 inch flap on the right, apply tape to the 1/2 inch section. So I'm going to do that. Fold it under. And it is going to go right in there, I do believe. Let me. This had me confused when I was trying to do it last time, so just want to double check where I put it. It goes, I'll put it back here. So I'm putting it on the back on this side. Putting it on the right side of the spine on the right side. like so. So it's a folding piece. I'm going to fold this piece in. I'm going to varnish that. So it becomes a folding piece. Okay? And it can fold in and fold in. Now there is a 5x5 square scored on all four sides, and I'm going to cut the piece diagonally. This is what becomes our pockets. So I'm taking it, I'm going to cut it right diagonal. Then they want you to trim the corners. And it was trim all the corners. I think I just did this one by hand. So I'm trimming that corner. It shows you all of this in the picture. I'm just trimming that corner. Again there. You can see there's little marks. So I'm cutting it on the score line. Cutting it on the score line. Move this out of the way. Apply tape adhesive to the 1/2-inch flaps, and then I'm turning them under. Then I've got them like this. I'm going to turn them under. So when I turn them under, I ended up with a little bit extra up top, and what I did was I just trimmed them. And then I ended up with the pocket. And these are going to go on the inside. I just want to flat. I want to burnish this a bit. One goes on the inside, front cover, and one goes on the outside, back cover. So there's my two. So one is going to go right inside there. So I'm going to put them in place right now. So I'm going to peel, tape off, and I'm going to line it up, back inside cover, and pop into place. See what I did there? I'm going to do one on the inside cover as well. It into place here. Make sure you line it up before you stick it down. Okay, and that's the inside one. Got two inside covers. Okay, so now there is two 6x3 pieces. Two here, yes. They look like this. And we are going to trim these corner sections. And these are going to become two apply adhesive to the 1/4 inch flaps. I'm going to fold them under. So I'm sticking adhesive. So we're doing the guts of the booklet, and then we're going to decorate it. It's actually come together pretty quickly. That's that. So, and then these are going to fold in. And create a pocket flap. And you can decide where you want to put those. Anywhere in your little booklet. I chose, where did I put them on my other one? I put them you can put them wherever you want. I put them on, let's see, one, two. I put one on the second page here. So I tucked one right here. At the bottom. So, where did I put the other one? Okay, so there's the fold out piece. And I put it on the back here of the fold out piece. You can put it wherever you want. Because it truly is, you know, whatever you want your little book to be. Okay. So now, there is this piece that has a lot of scores on it. If you can see that. So this is a piece that actually goes, that one folds in, is going to go, so this one is going to fold across like so, and then like so. This one is going to go from across the back, and you can do a number of things. It's supposed to be the clasp on the book. Now, I did it differently when I did the first one. So you can either, and so if you look at this, it's going to fold and then fold on wherever you want the score lines to fold, okay? So we're going to adhere this onto the back like so, and you're going to center it in the back. Well, let me bring it down. You can see it. We're going to center it in the back. And then we're going to put a piece of paper across the back that's going to cover it. When I did this one, I started off playing with a number of different things. You can just barely, you can see it right in there. And originally, and I brought it in here, and originally I was going to put magnets in place for it. And then I didn't have really heavy duty, and I was going to actually have a magnet come across. There's actually a magnet in here, but the magnet didn't want to hold it because it wasn't heavy enough. I needed a larger magnet, and I didn't have a large enough magnet. So the thought is you could actually, so I ended up just tying it with ribbon. You could actually, one thought is slide it under this front piece and have it catch under the front piece if you wanted to, or you can tie it with ribbon. It's really up to you. So in the end, I just had it actually slide under this piece here and not have it do. So I'm going to do, so I'll do it a little bit differently tonight. So I'm actually going to put adhesive on here and do it the way they tell you to do it in the instructions, which is to take and put adhesive on the short piece. Let's okay, so if I do this, and then you've got it on the back, and you're going to line it up, centered in the back, put it right on the edge so that it's going to fold over, and you're going to do that. And then when we go to do the front, I'm going to remember this time, I'm going to actually, I think, do it so that I fold it underneath the cover piece. I'm going to allow it so that it can slide in underneath the cover piece. So, okay, so we've now got the guts of this together except for the waterfall pieces. And the waterfall pieces I put in, where did I put them in? So there's two other pieces. There's a fold-up piece that needs to go in. And that is part of the accessories pack. Here's my accessories pack. Fold-up piece. Put that on here. So from the, oh, it's not that one. From the accessories pack, there is a piece that looks like this. Has one flap on here. And what I did was I trimmed it down. So, because it's going to go I put this right in the center back piece here. So I want it to fit. I've got to trim it just a little bit so that it's gonna, so I need it to be within the score line, so I need it to be 4 3/4. Is it really that much? Yeah, it is that much. Okay. So I'm going to put adhesive on here. Fold that under. And I'm going to line this up right at the top, in between the score line here and the edge here, so that it's going to fold. Got it centered there, and it's going to open up like that. So you can see how I added it in there. Folding it down, so it's going to open up like that. And this page is going to come in like that. Okay? And then what I did was on the back here, on here, I am going to put in the waterfall pieces. So I'm going to create and put right into here 3 waterfall pieces. So these are the 3 waterfall pieces. They are from the accessory pack. They've got a little fold right on here. You can see again that there's a fold mark. So I'm going to put adhesive on there. Okay, now what I did first though was I took the piece of paper that I'm using as the backdrop on here, which is, I cut these all already, and it is my, oh, maybe I don't have this one already cut. It's my seed square piece. I thought I had it already cut, but I don't. And I need it to be seed package piece of paper. I don't have a piece of remnant from before. I should. This one is going to go it is, what are my measurements here? I think it's 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Yep. And I'm just gluing this in place. Down the right way. So I'm putting that down first so that when I put these on, I'm going to fold these all. You're all going to I did this a little bit differently this time. Yeah, I did this a little bit differently this time. It's not going down exactly the same way. But that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to put that in here this time. It can be a little bit different each time. Doesn't have to be exactly the same each time. Okay. So there's my 3 waterfall pieces. Okay, and then what I did was I had, okay, so let's go back to the front and let's decorate. So I did on the front cover, so there were 4x4 journaling squares, and I took the Keep Blooming, and this is what I put on the front cover. Now, what I did here, so I did a couple things. First of all, off the sticker sheet, I'm going to take this piece here. I'm going to run it down the edge. Right here, right along the spine. And then I'm going to trim it. I always like to put it on and then turn it inside out and trim it that way. I find it easier to do it that way. And then I put the piece back in there to use it again. So that is the piece there. It does, Lori. It comes with the hanging beads. It's the only way you can get those hanging beads. Now, as I said, I foam taped this up. Now I'm going to, how do I do this? And make sure that I'm going to be able to close this time. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to put foam tape across here, 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 and make sure I leave it open on the side there. That's what I'm going to do. So across the top here. Being very careful where I put the foam tape. I'm going to go down the edge here. Go across the bottom. And I'll put another strip here. I'm going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, if I can do that. We'll see how that works. So that's how I put the tape on the back. Top, left side, another strip right beside it, and then across the bottom. I'm leaving an opening here so that I can put the lock into place there. See if I like this. See if it works. I can always put the ribbon on if I don't like it. So I'm going to center this. I used oxide inks to edge all of my pieces tonight. This one has got the blue and it's salvaged patina with my distress oxides. And I've got fossilized amber is the other one, the yellow. So I'm going to center this. Make sure it's centered. Pulling it down here. Okay. And so now I can lock that into place like so. And I've only got one set of beads. And so they're on the other one. Is that straight? Why does that not look straight? Man, I hate it when stuff isn't straight. Probably the biggest issue I have is trying to get things straight. Where is the edge? Okay, that's better. Okay, so that's the front. On the spine, I took my little pieces. Here we go. The sunflower pieces. And we've got two spines. We've got the one here and we've got the one here. One is a bit bigger than the other. So I've got one that is 3/4 by 4 3/4. That's this one. And this one is 1 inch by 4 3/4. So that one, the bigger one goes there. Smaller one goes here. And I'm just going to glue them in place. Sure you get them so that the sunflowers are going the right way up, and center it on the spine. Do the same thing with the other one. So guys, I see it's already 5 after 9, so I will just try and do this really quickly. Show you where the decorating, the fun stuff goes. So that's on the spine. On the back cover, I used the sunflowers. And I just glued it in place. And centered it. Okay, so go into the inside. This inside flap here, I put bees. Love bees. I like the bees. I love the color. This sheet here is slightly larger than the others. And it is, okay, exactly, 5 by 4 3/4. And I just centered that on there. That's what I did there. Inside flap, I took, so then these sheets one here are a little bit smaller. They are 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I took and I put one on the inside there. Glued it in place. And I did one on the inside back cover as well. I might have to fill this up sometime soon. Just popped one in here as well. Oh, that didn't go in straight. From the sticker sheet, on the inside, I took and put that flower. Back one, I took and I pulled the big sunflower. There's so many things you can choose though. If you like something else better, go for it. I just thought it fit nicely and it matched kind of the flowers I was using. Then on this sheet here, again, I chose to kind of make this, motivational. So I used the 3x4 cut apart cards. And I put this one here, be brave. Now, you can glue or you can tape these down. I just glued them down. But these could all be pockets that you could put things in. I'm just going to glue them down. But there's no reason why this couldn't be a pocket that things could go into. There's enough other pockets that I didn't. I just did it as a little. Then the next page, I put the plaid in. And I'm gluing that in. Centered it. And then from the sticker sheet down here in the corner, I pulled the sticker that says, be someone's sunshines when their skies are gray. I just thought that was nice for down here. This one, I put the chickies. Doesn't love a bunch of chickies together. Screams a bunch of girlfriends to me. I don't know about you. And on that one, I pulled from the sticker sheet. This one that says, stand tall and keep your face towards the sunshine. I'll just put that down there. So this one is a pocket. There's a pocket here. There, and I took this one. This was one of the squares, and I placed it in behind here, and I'm just going to glue it in place to give that a little bit of color there. That, and then down here on the pocket, I put the sticker that says, allow yourself to grow. Because it matches it, and I just centered it down here. So pretty. And then on this side, okay, so this one says, so happy for you. I've got to keep coming down here. So happy for you. So I thought, okay, you know what? That doesn't work for me. So I took from the sticker sheet this one that says, in a world full of roses, be a sunflower. And I took and I stuck it over the top like so. I did that. I let flowers peek out on either side. And then I glued it in place. And I made it what I wanted it to be. You can see it's all like little motivational things from me. And then I took, this would be great for any daughter or any granddaughter. I just thought, you know, end of the semester, end of the school year. And then over here, again, this was another one. It says happy for you on it, but I took, again, from the sticker sheet, there's one here that says, where is it? Always shine. Pulled that off, put it across the bottom, matched it up. Always shine. And I glued that one on. That one's going to go right there. So now on the inside here, opening this up, I took this piece, which is 4 3/4 by 9 3/4, and I scored it at 4 3/16. And that's going to go right in the middle there. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to glue it right there. I'm going to pop that and just center that in there. Over a little bit, so, and then on the cover I put the same one on the cover. And I just left this one. I didn't put anything on this one because I thought I might want to put a picture or something on here. So I just left that one blank for now. And then on this side, I took this one that says stand close to people who feel like sunshine. Now what I did on the inside here, I loved this saying, advice from a sunflower, be bright, sunny, and positive, spread seeds of happiness, keep your face to the sun, rise, shine, and hold your head high, keep on growing. But it was going to be, it was too big to fit into this book. So what I ended up doing was I cut it. I cut it right across where it says sunflower. So I had to do it very, very carefully. Like so. I did this. And I actually, then I used a tiny bit. So I've got this, it's thin, it's quite thin foam tape. So I taped it down. I didn't want this to be too big, so I wasn't using much thicker foam tape when I did this. So that's going to go there. And then I'm putting this up here. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on that one too. And then what I did was I took the leftover remnant that was from the edging there, and I'm going to cut it. So I took and I cut this end off here, and I want it to be exactly the width. So it goes to there, but it's a little bit shorter. It's going to be right there. All right, so let's put this down. This down about there and center it. That's what I did with that piece. Oh, interesting. Did you use the link that she gave you? I'll try later. Okay. Okay, so that's that piece. It's all together. Close that up. Fold there. Where's my other little? Okay. Interesting there. Interesting there. Interesting there. That's interesting. There's the pocket piece I'm looking for. I'm going to put this down in here. This was another card piece. I'm just going to slide this down into here. Like so, and then I took another piece from the sticker sheet. sunflower. Right down there. So then these are, I'm just noticing that. What can I do down there? I'm going to take this and I'm going to run this right down. So this from sticker sheet. Again, I'm going to flip this over. Maybe flip that a bit better. So these are the three. I'm going to go at the top there too, I guess. So these are the three. Oh, stuck to me. So yeah. Okay, so on this piece here, I'm going to pop in here. Sheet. So these are the three waterfall pieces, and on the top, I just got, these were, after I cut out the other pieces, these were little pieces, remnants. I just cut them 3 3/4 by 2 1/2, and I'm just going to center them in the middle of the waterfall just to add. So journaling piece can go on there, a photo could go on there, anything that I want to add in there later. It's just to give it a little bit. And then I could do something on the back. I haven't at this point, but I absolutely could, or you could put whatever you want in there. Okay. And that's it. That is the full little book. Done. So as I said, I don't have the charm for this piece here. But you can see how I, okay, so then I made the little tags and things to go in. So this one here, as I said, has the ribbon on it. So when I did the ribbon, I just tucked the ribbon under here, and I tucked the ribbon under, oh, come down, but this piece here, okay? And then I just tied it that way. To do the charm, I just simply punched a hole in the top, oh, come down a bit. I punched a hole in the top here, and I just put the charm in there. Oh, and the last thing I did was I put some little Nouveau drops in here. And they could go anywhere else that you want in the book. So there you go, guys. Oh, so the other thing too was that the accessories kit comes with tags. Here's a double fold over tag. There's 2 of them in there. You could cut them apart if you want. Here is a tag that I made. So I did 2 things, guys. These are 2 large. Yes, they all come with a little Nouveau drop thing like this that matches perfectly. Those are the little drops that I showed you. I loved these tags, but they're too big. They're too big for the kit. They don't go in anywhere. So what I did was I took the fold over tag and I actually placed it in the center. Actually lined it up because the back of the tag is a plaid. So I actually took it, I lined it up on the back, I glued it in place, and then I cut it. And I got it perfectly centered. That's how I got that tag. That's how I made that. Oh, that's interesting. And then I put the same ribbon in there. Where did I put this one? I think it's in the book. Is it in here already? Should be. I did the same thing with this one. Yeah, there it is. So, loved this one. Too big. So what I did was I cut out the center and I just put it on one of the tags. Always bring your own sunshine. And I popped the tag in. And again, you can always put photos on these. They're meant to actually, go into the pockets. Just pop them into a pocket. So there we go, guys. A little bit longer than 9 o'clock. Hope you liked it. I think it's the cutest little thing. I love these charms, Heather. They're so awesome. I love it when you do that. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you have any questions, guys, you can always send me an email. Happy to always reply or post something on the Facebook page, and I'll get back to you. And I can always jump on and create another little video if you guys need me to clarify something for you. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in. Loved having you with me. I hope you create another little book for yourselves too. Oh yeah, I'd love to. I love it. Have a great week, guys. See you in 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing Secret Diary from Stamperia, and we'll be having lots of fun playing with that. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.